Hello everyone, you guys already know the drill. There's timestamps in the description if you want to skip to a specific tier. Real quick, I just want to say thanks for the support on the last video. 99.6% of you guys who watched that video aren't subscribed. So if you enjoy my content, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. It really helps out a lot. Also, if you disagree with any of my placements, let me know where you think certain weapons should have been. Alright, one last thing. The structure of this video is going to be a bit different than the last one I posted, but basically in this video I'm going to be talking about the weapons that are good and up. So if you don't hear me mention a gun, that means that I don't think it's that strong. Not to say that they're bad, but I want to focus on the meta in this video, which is why I won't be talking about care package weapons as well, but they're all great, especially the Prowler, which I know is the best gun in the game. Okay, so in this video, we're going to be starting off with the B tier, and the first weapon I have from here is the G7 Scout. Now, honestly, the Scout is only here because it's the only marksman that isn't terrible and that's on the ground. Since the 30-30 has been moved to the crafter, the G7 Scout remains a solid choice for range. It's got a nice ammo economy, which is always helpful. However, its once extremely strong hipfire capabilities are no longer there. Next up, I have the Wingman. The Wingman is only as strong as the aim of its user. Now that may sound like it should be obvious with any gun. That's not really the case in this game. With the pistol's few shots and the fact that it's semi-automatic means that it's more aim reliant than most other guns. So because of this fact, I have the Wingman in the B tier. While it does have A or even S capabilities, let's face it, your aim won't be on 100 every time you pick it up. It's good at close and medium ranges though, so if your aim is feeling on, then you should go for it. The third weapon I have here is the Car SMG. Now the Car is a solid SMG, it's just not the best one, so I couldn't put it in the A or S tier. The fact that you can switch between light and heavy ammo and can also take either extended mag is a big plus. SMGs are currently in meta, so I'd always advise for having one, and if you find a Car, that's no bad option. It's extremely effective in close range, but its downfall is that its hip firing is simply not as strong as the R99 since it doesn't have a laser sight attachment. The last weapon I have in the B tier is the Peacekeeper. It's the only shotgun that I think is viable really at all. Shotguns are currently out of the meta simply because SMGs outclass them in close range, and if a shotgun is not the best gun for a close range encounter, then what are they there for? The Peacekeeper is a little different though, as it's not terrible, but it's not fantastic. With the added disrupt around hop up, the gun can shred through shields if you have that attachment. The current character meta also doesn't promote shotgun fighting, as with the quick pace style brought by Horizon and Bangalore, SMGs are typically more useful than shotguns in most scenarios. I know I've spent most of the time here hating on the PK, but it's really not that bad. It can also be a lot of fun to use, so there's that too. Alright, so now we're going to be moving up to the A tier. The first gun I have here is the Flatline. The Flatline is a great assault rifle and is effective at long, medium, and close ranges. The hip firing for the Flatline is pretty good, to the point where you don't have to immediately swap to an SMG. It's also one of the only guns in the game with a somewhat decent amount of recoil, but it's not really that hard to control. Most guns in Apex basically don't have any recoil, so the Flatline might feel a bit different. Overall though, solid gun, just not the best AR at the moment. Second in this tier, I have the R99, which is the best close range weapon in the game that's not in the care package. It's extremely effective at close ranges and is also very easy to control. The R9 is a one-clip machine. Hip firing with this gun is so easy, especially with the laser sight attachments. The only reason it's not in S tier is because it's not as strong as it was in previous seasons. It has been nerfed, but again, it's still the best close range option in the game. Okay, so the last gun I have in the A tier is the 30-30 repeater. Now I know that the 30-30 at the moment is in the crafter, but I couldn't help myself to not include it in this video. So much fun to use, and it's a great weapon at all ranges. For a marksman, it's surprisingly effective in close range, because you can hip fire with it pretty consistently. It's the best gun for long ranges in the game, and is perfect to be paired with an R99. Now that we've made it to the final tier, which has 2 guns both being ARs, the Nemesis and the Hemlock are my 2 S tier weapons. I'm going to be talking about them together as they're kind of similar in the ways that they're effective. They're both burst rifles that are essentially too easy to burst with. They're extremely consistent, and you can melt your enemies faster with these guns at medium ranges than anything else. These 2 are really the only floor weapons that you can argue are broken at the moment, at least in my opinion. Unless you're just trying to switch it up or just aren't really a fan of burst rifles, there's no real reason to pick another AR over these 2. Real quick, I just want to talk about the weapon meta. If you really want to use the best guns, you should either be running the Hemlock / Nemesis / Flatline with an R99, or an R99 with the 30-30. You can also sub in the car or the R9 if you just can't find one. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, drop a like on the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel out a lot. I hope I didn't come across as talking down on any other ways to play the game, because at the end of the day, you play Apex to have fun, and people have fun doing different things. But anyway, if you have any suggestions for what I should do my next ranking video on, let me know down in the comments. Thanks again for the support, and see you guys later.